Topic 3-1. Perfect squares, square roots, and equations of the form x squared equals to p. Let's take down some definitions. Perfect squares. A number that is the square of an integer is a perfect square. So let's look at some examples. Here I have 2 squared. Well, if you take the number 2 and raise it to the second power, that's what it means to square something. Raise it to the second power, which raising something to the second power means to multiply whatever's inside the parentheses times itself. So 2 squared is equal to 2 times 2, which is 4. Also, let's look at negative 2 squared. Negative 2 inside the parentheses raised to the second power means negative 2 times negative 2 equals to 4. Next, let's look at 3 squared. 3 squared. 3 inside the parentheses raised to the power of 2 means 3 squared. That's 3 times 3, or 9. Negative 3 squared. Negative 3 inside the parentheses raised to the second power means negative 3 times negative 3 gives you positive 9. So whether you square positive 3 or whether you square negative 3, you still get 9. 4. 4 squared. 4 to the second power is 4 times 4, or 16. Negative 4 squared. Negative 4 inside the parentheses. If you put this in your calculator, you have to put parentheses around the negative and the 4. Raise it to the second power. That means negative 4 times negative 4 would give you positive 16. If you don't put the parentheses when you're plugging this into your calculator, you will not get positive 16. The numbers 4, 9, and 16 are perfect squares. Next, I want us to talk about square root. Again, a definition. The square root of a number is another number that when multiplied by itself is equal to the original number. That is the definition of square root. In this program, the square root symbol means the positive square root of a number, unless stated otherwise. Now, this symbol is a square root. It's understood to have a little 2 right here, meaning you're taking the square root. If you don't see a number there, it's understood to be a 2. All right, so let's talk about the square root of 4 equals to 2. It equals to 2 because 2 times 2 equals to 4. So when you're taking the square root of a number, you're asking yourself, what number times itself gives you 4? Well, it is 2 times 2. Therefore, the square root of 4 is equal to 2. The square root of 9 is equal to 3 because 3 times 3 equals to 9. The square root of 16. What number times itself gives you 16? That would be 4 because 4 times 4 equals 16. The square root of 25 is 5 because 5 times 5 equals 25. And we could continue on and on. The square root of 36. What number times itself gives you 36? Well, that's 6. Therefore, the square root of 36 equals to 6 because 6 times 6 is 36. And the square root of 49. The square root of 49 is 7 because 7 times 7 equals to 49.